What's up, guys? Girl Gang, peeps, Padawans. It's Way Back Wisdom Wednesday once again, where I'll be sharing with you another one of my past yodaisms that I've written over the course of 30 years, 30 plus years. And this particular yodaism was a week process when it comes to initially posting it and then writing it and then posting it on November 16th, 2009. And the title of it is A Risk Worth Taking. And the particular backstory to this, as I recall, during the time I was working at the youth center, or the Insane Asylum, as I like to call it, I was observing a group of kids playing the game of Risk, and you know how competitive that game can be and frustrating it is, to the point where the kids basically walked away or out of frustration, and or just it just was too hard, or they just didn't like losing. But when it comes to this particular yodeism, I associate the game of Risk with matters of the heart. And now, before I delve into this particular yodeism, A Risk Worth Taking, make sure to like that little Yoda icon in the right hand corner of my video. And then if you like that, and if you want and enjoy any other of my other videos, Way Back Wisdom Wednesday, or my Mandalorian videos pertaining to my channel, The Inner Sanctum, be a subscriber, be a part of the Guru Gang peeps and Padawans of the Inner Sanctum, and I'd love more subscribers and become a part of a growing channel, hopefully. It's 129 subscribers, members. Hope you become, for those of you watching, to add on and make my channel grow more. And anyways, with that said, here is the yodaism entitled A Risk Worth Taking. Someone once said, "To love is to risk not being loved in return. To hope is to risk pain. To try to risk failure, but risk must be taken, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing." Without a doubt, one of the greatest aspects of love, or true love for that matter, is taking a risk with your own heart. For there are absolutely no guarantees that the risk one takes in the pursuit of true happiness are truly successful, because of how much of an unknown it is. Pain, humiliation, disappointment, doubt, frustration, etc. are associated with something so scary, and yet a person is willing to face it head on, knowing full well there is the possibility of rejection, which is an experience that quite a number of people personally know all too well. As I said before, part of what makes love so scary is to risk hitting the painful and oftentimes embarrassing wall of rejection. It's certainly a tough situation indeed to be rejected by a guy / girl you're interested in, but to be rejected by a significant other is both tough to deal with and utterly shocking as well. It's a sad state of affairs when you completely open yourself in an emotional, mental, and spiritual way to someone who you thought loved you with all of his or her heart, only to have them be rejected. I think it would be safe to say part of you dies inside, and whether or not you see it coming, you in a sense feel robbed, because he / she, in all intents and purposes, reached within your heart, taking what belongs to you: joy and excitement. If you think about it, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's always risk involved when you put your feelings out there, especially if you're falling for someone you know or are friends with. You see, it can most definitely be a struggle in itself to share your feelings with a certain guy / girl you're potentially interested in, knowing there is an innate fear of knowing she may not have the same feelings for you, to the point where there is a risk in hurting a well-established friendship. For some people, they took the risk and only to have an awkward friendship, while others didn't take a risk at all, inevitably hiding their feelings to where they live a torturous existence within their heart. Yet for most people, they ignored the risk, putting all fear aside, as they now live a life filled with love and contentment. Let me ask you this question: how many of you risked doing, saying what was in your heart, and when you were able to look back on it, didn't have any regrets whatsoever. Thinking about it, every person runs the risk of having the proverbial monkey of regret on our back, whereby putting us in the unfortunate position nobody ever wants to be in. What might that position be, you ask? The position of always asking the ever nagging what if, or what could have happened if we had the courage to talk to him, her when given a chance, but didn't because you felt he or she was either out of your league, wouldn't even give you the time of day, or whatever the case may be. Let me tell you something. Life is too short to wonder, so risk everything and regret nothing. And finally, Mary Maiden Morrissey said, "We take a risk when we open our heart because the truth is, if we open our heart, we will get hurt. You can't open your heart and not have some hurt because you're in a human experience. Even if it's the love of your life and you have many wonderful, deepening, growing, powerful years together. It's a human experience and that person will pass over. Love takes courage. Be courageous." In retrospect, every person has the courage to take the risk with their heart. And if you say it's not there, you're lying to yourself because it's in there somewhere. You just have to find it. In the end, love is a risk, as the fear and pain from being hurt so many times over or facing constant rejection in the past will be worthwhile, as you will finally meet someone who will be a risk worth taking. There you have it, the yodaism entitled A Risk Worth Taking. So what are your thoughts? Hate it, like it, dislike it, indifferent about it? Go to the comment section below, share your thoughts, share your own personal stories or situations when it comes to risking it all and possibly hitting the wall of rejection or coming out through it okay, awesomely, where you're now married or in a relationship and you're happy as can be. Before you do that, though, to make sure to hit like on the little Yoda icon in the right hand corner of my video, and also if you want, hit subscribe, become a member of the Inner Sanctum, part of the Guru Yan Peeps and Padawans. Now, with that said, hit up my social media links: Instagram, Facebook, Parler, which I am on Parler. Also, I need to put that link up as well. I'm also on MeWe, and I got that right this time. Also, there's also my Chuck fanfiction page, which I'm currently almost finished with chapter 42, A Tale as Old as Time. So Chuck versus the Courtyard Bench, new story there. I've been working on since the pandemic. So also my DeviantArt page where I post all my drawings at. With that said, hope you have a wonderful day, week, time, or year, depending on which when you see this video, or if you even click on this video. So, tip my hat to you all, and may the force be with you guys, and happy reading. Alright, have a good one, guys. Later.